Hello, my friends. Welcome back. Here we go. I'm dressed in black today because I've moved my suits to a new wardrobe and it's dark and I can't tell what colour they are till I pull them out. Well, okay, here's the news today. Phillip Schofield. What would you expect me to say about that? Phillip Schofield and I have never really seen eye to eye. Well, we sort of did, but the writing was on the wall. I went to see him when he was like a little kids presenter with the gopher, was it Bernie the Bolt gopher thing? Gordon, which reminds me of my mate McGeeky, Gordon the gopher. And I went to see him in a musical. I forget what it was. The bloke who could talk to the animals, Jeremy Corbyn. That's it. Eric Burden. No, I went to see him and he was very, very good and we chatted and did everything. And then there was all these, I knew he was gay, everyone sort of knew he was gay. You can look, can't you? Gay! And it makes no difference in show business. And before he came out, I went on there because I wanted to talk about what was going on with me in Hell's Kitchen. First of all, I agreed to do Hell's Kitchen because Marco Pierre White was a friend and he begged me to go on it with him because he was nervous. And I fell out with some Irish bloke on there who was gay, and they edited it. It was a bizarre situation. We were all pissed, and I was arguing with him about how much you think that Lee Ryan, who has changed his name to Lee Ryan from Blue, got paid for doing a story in the newspapers. And this guy said, I got £500,000 for my story. What? Are you mad? All these little jumped up Z lists. So I got a bit umpy about that. And then it cut to him crying and said, you called me a shirt lifter. Do you remember all that was going on? So the interesting thing is that I said, I've had enough of this. So I went to see the 12-year-old producer in the morning and say, look, I'm leaving. I phoned and said, I'm leaving. And they said, well, we want you to go. We're going to throw you out because what you said to Brian last night. What did I say to him? I said, I just had enough of them all. No, well, what you said would be offensive. To whom? To the viewers. I said, well, edit it. They said, pardon? Edit that bit out. Edit it. It was not live. Edit. If you think it's going to be offensive, you have a right to take it out, don't you? Not only did they not take it out, they edited it to make me look as if I was making a determined homophobic remark. It wasn't. We were arguing about him lying, and it's a long old story. Anyway, so I go on this morning they asked me to go on. I thought Phillip Schofield is a nice enough guy, and I can tell the true story of what happened. So, of course, they're all ITV shows, aren't they? So I go in and sit down, and while the cameras are waiting and they're putting the mic on, hello, Jim, it's good to see you. Hi, Philip, how's things, whatever, and everything. And then the lights come on and he turned like that. Why did you say that to him? You did this and that. And I thought, oh, my God, this is a hatchet job. So I sat there and took it all, went a bit red and shut up. You know, Dennis Thatcher said, best to be quiet and thought of as a fool than open your mouth and remove all doubt. So I sort of did that. And when Philip came out the closet, I mean, big deal to everyone. Everyone said they were so brave. He was so brave. I'm not too sure that bravery has got anything to do with it in this day and age. I don't think his wife would have thought he was very brave. But there you go. I've nothing bad to say about Phillip Schofield. And I really hope that justice is seen to be done for his brother, who I haven't got his name here. But I don't think Phillip Schofield should be guilty by association. I don't think there's any blame or any whatever just because your brother chooses to do something. And I hope you get through it, Philip, and get back on the television. I know you're not on the television this week because your brother's in court. Fair enough. But there's lots of shit going on. This is an interesting thing in the newspapers because some shit in America, a girl who identifies as a man, has shot and killed 6 people and was then killed itself. And it's amazing how the newspapers and the Americans are referring to the girl as a girl who identifies as a man. And it's more disruption for the trans I hate that word, the trans community, and that seems to be the thing that's going on. But don't worry, that new bloke up in Scotland, the leader of the SNP, what's his name? Scottish name, somehow I can't pronounce it. Anyway, him. He'll sort it out. What's his name? Hamza Yousaf. Hamza Yousaf. He'll sort it out because he's going to push through Fandabidoz's transgender thing. So if you're over 16 and you murder someone like this person has done in America, and you're a bloke, you can say, actually, I identify as a woman, and I think that this guy, Hamza Yamza, believes that you can go into a female prison. Well, how about that? So we'll talk about him in a second on Ustream. I love Dan Wootton, who said he's possibly the most useless politician in the world. This is how quickly you forget Liz Truss. Okay, then, let's go over to, by the way, before we go over, you have 2 days, and I've just had a big row with the marketing department about this. They've just sent an email out to say, a great offer, you can join for £1, but it ends in 3 days. I mean, come on, that's the shortest sale in the world. It's been going on for a couple of months, and it ends on the 31st of this month, of which this month escapes me. I don't know where it's March. Beware the Ides of March. So you can join for £1 for the next 3 days. So get yourself on there and sign up to Ustream. Turn the page, Jake.
Good evening! Legendary comedian Jimmy Jones returns to the Circus Tavern for a one-off performance, The Governor's Last Stand.
Then you'll probably kiss him like a windscreen wiper.
Jimmy Jones, The Governor's Last Stand, streaming now exclusively on Ustream.